Hey everybody, this is Petey from the Spinner Rack, and we also have
Calvin Ellis, ready to rock.
now we're doing the DC animated movie of The Death of Superman, the second one, and this is a two-parter where they decided let's go for the whole shebang with the Death of Superman.
Yep.
Heading in the rain. So, and they're also going to be doing some stuff for HBO. I think they're going to have some animated stuff for you, so keep watch out on it. And now we're going to get into this movie.
Metropolis. I'd recognize it anywhere.
Yeah, right. I'm not gonna recognize Maggie Sawyer here, the hottie version of her, and the terrible Turpin.
I don't know, man. It's hard to argue with hot. It just is. Like, hey, we need her to be character accurate.
Yes, that's what we need. Well, look, we got the Enter Game, which has been kind of beefed up to the Kirby level.
I actually have to go back and read those one of these days. See the original. The Enter Gang I was introduced to was around with Dan Jurgens stuff, so I never got the original.
I don't remember them being that big of a gang, but then slowly it was connected with Darkseid possibly, but now it's just like they're totally mechanized.
Well, it's all a nice setup for us. So we get Metropolis. We get to see some of the players, some of the problems that Metropolis is going to deal with. We'll see, Metropolis. These guys aren't punks. They got the Special Crimes Unit. They're going here. They're trying to get stuff done. Unfortunately, Intergang has Apocalypse tech. So the Special Crimes Unit, unless they're going to New Genesis to get some stuff along the same lines, they're probably going to be out of their league. But that's good. Because that's going to
what they just did, though. They were able to hit him with the car.
That's pretty sad. If the best thing you can do is hit him with the car, that's your Special Crimes Unit. It's like, we got him, but we have no vehicle.
Mayor, will I call for a ride?
Here we go. Turpin needs to have his old school death wish like he had, where he just hates superheroes and the whole lot.
Who, Dan Turpin?
Yeah, where he's just like, you super spooks. Oh, Maggie got out.
See, she needs New Genesis tech, man. The car did better than the bullets.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
The blur. What was that? I only saw blue and red blur.
That was their Kryptonian tech.
Ooh, the blur from Smallville. Oh, it's not that blur.
Supposed to transport me on the command.
That's not supposed to be a mother box, is it?
With my heat vision.
If it's from Apocalypse, is it a mother box or is it a father box? You know what? It's mother box. That father box stuff didn't come till later.
Yeah.
There's one thing I can't stand. It's a bully.
Yeah, got some really nice setup for us here. We got Metropolis, we got the skyline. We get to see this is what a regular day is like in Metropolis. People just come out of nowhere and start robbing banks with Apocalypse and tech. And who's going to help us? Who's going to save us? And who's this guy?
He won't give up. And he broke his hand. Damn you, Superman.
Seriously, it's a classic. Look up in the sky. Who's this guy? Superman.
Tears my city apart and gets away with it.
Nobody tears the city up except me.
That's right. It's my city, and I'm going to do whatever is necessary to keep it that way.
The Death of Superman.
Okay.
92 change comics forever.
You gotta love that juxtaposition right over there. It's my city, and I'm gonna keep it that way. The Death of Superman. Uh-oh. How far are you willing to go, buddy?
Thanks.
Thanks, Superman.
I don't know what we'd do without you. You sound like a guy who wants my vote, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, it's me,
Big O.
Bibbo Babowski.
Yeah.
Who is the unluckiest sailor?
No, it
in town?
never worked for
Ah,
me.
come on, you ain't had to save my bacon that many times. Anyway, ain't no sailor no more. I'm a restaurateur.
Oh, wow.
Ace of clubs, bar and grill.
Popeye Jr.
How about a picture for the
Yeah, that's Captain Strong, or Popeye third generation.
Works when you need it to.
I got you covered.
Jimmy,
Oh,
Olsen,
it's Jimmy.
your lifesaver.
Say Superman.
Superman.
I mean, Bibbo made it to the movie. You don't even see him in the comics anymore.
See you down at the
But
door.
that was more the Carlini team. They like Bibbo, and then of course you got to shed some things when they start moving things along.
It's a shame, especially when they build up. I think they did a lot of work on trying to introduce a really good Metropolis supporting cast outside of the Daily Planet. So you got some nice characters in terms of Bibbo and Ron Troop. And then the new guys come in and they're like, yeah, I don't want to be bothered with this anymore. So those guys, I mean, I understand you don't want to have to carry all the weight of what someone else did. But a lot of those characters were, they did a good job developing them. But such a comic.
Cyborg never worked for me in the Justice League.
Because he shouldn't be there.
I'm wearing the same stuff.
If Cyborg's in the Justice League, who's helping out the Teen Titans?
Darkseid.
Yeah,
We need to get this analyzed.
he graduated. But they're the Teen Titans, or they're the Titans. Whichever name you want to go with, they were their own heroes.
You need my dad.
Oh.
I can take it to him if you want. I know you two don't exactly.
Nah, that's cool. No problem ever got better by avoiding it.
The brother always got to have a problem with his father.
Oh. Okay, that was Lopi.
Me about 30.
I wonder if it's too late to join the Titans.
Is there an age limit?
We should get some mail like that. If you're a brother out there and you're having problems with your father, why don't you give us a letter?
He's going to take pictures with anyone who asks. The guy just can't help himself.
Oh, sweat. Look at that.
You said 2 minutes tops.
Sorry, Miss Lane. Tech-enhanced gangsters kidnapping the mayor.
Metropolis Museum or something like
I
that?
know. I saw it live. Are you sure you're not just getting
I'm not sure.
To tell me what that's like.
A lot of security for a museum.
super touche?
Your stories about
Oh, Star
Superman helped
Labs.
me earn the people's trust. Now it's time they learned about the Kryptonian tech that brought this strange.
Star Labs, was that a pre-crisis or a post-crisis invention?
And here's the
I think it was. I know it's connected to the Titans. I'm not sure if it was before them though. Could be something that Marv or Jerry Conway did before they did the Titans.
I've only gotten so far studying Kryptonian technology.
Ugh.
I handed the job over to Dr. Clyburn. And
What do you mean, Superman?
Pre-crisis
Don't
Superman.
hand it over to those dummies.
Condensed ionized crystals.
No, that's what he has to do. Post-crisis, pre-crisis, he would sort all this stuff out for himself.
The gas.
Post-crisis, he was like, "Oh, I don't know anything about science. I'm just an alien who came from
No,
a planet
he
with all the
knew
scientific technology."
he knew about science in the post. He just didn't do that much.
He didn't do anything.
Yes, he did. He did some. They saw him working on stuff, and they were like, "Oh wow, look at he's mixing chemicals."
One issue, and then after that, he just kept hot dialing Emil Hamilton for everything.
Well, that was the thing. That was more. He was having one that he could work with, and they just had him sort of work with him. It wasn't that. Then slowly, Superman didn't have to do anything post that part because I think when they were utilizing him, he was connected. Well, that's too long. But here we go. And this is something that'll be used later.
Yes, Miss Lane. You're looking at the
Much later,
Krypton's nanny.
like about an hour and a half later.
As I have also been entrusted with preserving the history of all Kryptonian bloodlines, we will begin with yours, the House of El.
There's your headline, Miss
Here we
Lane.
go.
I'd like you.
Mix of the burnt Kryptonians and a little Flash Gordon in there.
Yeah,
Buck
so
Rogers. I always say that. Buck Rogers.
Yeah, Silver Age John Byrne.
Speed it up, Miss Lane.
So, what do you think?
I don't know what to say. It's
Hey, Superman. Looking good.
a reminder of just how alien you are. People forget that when you're saving them from falling airplanes.
Lois Lane has a problem with Superman being alien.
Thanks. You do too.
It's for the young people to let them know that he's cool.
There's a really smart woman I know who always says daylight is the best disinfectant. Lift back to the planet.
And save me from expensing cab fare to Perry White? You are heroic.
You know me. Always saving the day.
But hey,
This is a throwback to the Superman the movie scene, but instead of the hand, which was very visual, they just go with the cool carrot head to work.
well, this is safer. We dropped her in the movie.
Hey, something had to happen on that flight.
Thanks for the ride. Gotta go.
Not too sure how. Well, we'll get to it a little bit later, so I can speak to it a little bit later, in like about a few seconds. Yeah, here we go.
Rush. Got a big story.
I don't want to spoil
She's over here taking rides, all wrapped and draped around Superman. Okay,
Nice.
but what about Clark? As we'll see in a few seconds, you know,
your game.
what about Clark, Lois? How are you balancing this?
No, right. But that interview with your super friend. I know what that
With
means.
your wink, super friend. There's a triple entendre? No.
See, guys and girls, we know that Superman is Clark Kent. Okay, we know the secret, but Lois Lane is still in the dark over here. So she's in
Literally in the dark.
okay, so she's keeping this whole relationship on the hush. Okay, doesn't want anybody to know what's going on with her and Clark, but she's out there canoodling with Superman.
No.
Is it wrong?
Do you know how
Is it okay because Clark's keeping a secret from her?
an interview with the secretary?
Well,
We'll
that's
find
what
out.
people start flipping out about. I don't think we'll see in this movie how they handle it, but I mean, they turned it into like I think the comic books handled it pretty well when he revealed himself to her.
So you
You know,
buried the
so-
lead.
Well, it's also part of it's
A whole lot more
it's
interesting.
also some more layering for this story. I mean, I mean, I really enjoyed it. It's such an improvement over the first one and much closer to the story. But one of the reasons why the Death of Superman works and it's not just this big punch-up fest is because there was all this layering of everything else that was going on, in addition to this knockdown, drag-out fight that most people hadn't seen before, where Superman was being put through these paces. Unless, of course, you were a Bronze Age reader and you read his fight with Mongol and you were like, I've seen better.
Her territory for me, and there's some things I need to get used to sharing.
Oh,
It's your parents.
keeping it close to the cup.
What am I gonna find out?
It's none of your business, chick. We're just dating.
When I'm in this storeroom, I'm usually changing to Superman. So keep it quiet. Oh, no, not right now.
It'll be fine.
Literally, she's ashamed of Clark. She only wants to make out with him inside the storeroom.
They're workers that can't be making out in this day and age at the job.
That's why you go public your relationship. You can make out in public.
It matches what we've seen from other
His
apocalyptic
father looks the
texts.
same age as him.
John,
Are you trying to say something, Pete?
I can't remember the last time you asked.
Babies having babies.
Dr. Irons is one of Star Lab's
You're 2 for 2. You got a problem with his father? Teenage fatherhood?
I don't have a problem. He had.
That's it.
Here comes
At a construction site once, I had just quit LexCorp and wanted to get my mind off it.
Oh, John Henry Irons.
Nice shirt. I wear it with pride.
The old school
Can we
colors.
just do this already? What'd you find, John? It's definitely from Apocalypse. But it's been bonded with Earth-based triformulides and an atomic lever. The combination makes this stronger.
Mm.
give him a little bit more age. See how they wizened that face? They heard what you said, Pete. They went to the drawing board. They're like, no, we got to make these guys look different.
You guys are very sophisticated resources to use an alloy like this. Startup knew it, but it sure didn't come from here. Maybe Wayne.
Funny. I was watching oh man, this is a horrible segue, but you got John Henry Irons here, based on
Thank you both.
the legend
I have an expertise.
John Henry, steel driving man. And they just happened to have the show John Henry on Netflix. I just happened to catch. That movie is horrible, but it's the #3 movie in America.
No, I haven't seen it.
You don't need to, which means you'll definitely go home and see it now. But John Henry, there's a little bit of lore for you. He's named after John Henry, the hammer guy from all those legends. Much better legend than that movie was. Oh, more layers, man. Whoever wrote this story, man, he really earned his money. Look at everybody he's bringing in here. Who's that?
Oh man, ankle bracelet.
Sorry.
It's like almost like a Mariah Carey ankle bracelet. Look at those glitter. Got diamonds on it.
They're based on alien technology, but clearly modified for intergang here on Earth.
Ooh, that sounds scary.
Ooh.
But as you can see, I spend my days under house arrest, wearing this crude leash. I've added a little dash of kryptonite green.
Ooh.
Don't worry, it's not real.
Fake kryptonite. Oh, that's a setup.
Intergang has connections all over the planet. It could be anyone.
So, is there anybody we're missing yet? Let's see. Come over here. We got Maggie Sawyer, got Dan Turpin, Intergang, Special Crimes Unit, Lois Lane, John Henry Irons.
Oh no, don't say it. That's the problem. Now we gotta see the other person that's gonna show up in this thing.
Yeah, we got all these men. All the characters.
Yeah, this is the one. Why would you have to say that? You have to throw in the best friend.
Do you mean the black best friend?
Incoming.
Is that what you're going for, Petey?
You see, and I
Yeah.
had to share.
See, here's another change that I thought worked.
It did not work for me.
I'm not on
It works.
segment.
One,
I'm
okay,
Even
Cat
like
Grant.
it's thick. I
Huh?
didn't know Cat was that thick.
You're meeting the parents. Oh, God, make it stop.
Maybe thicker. But anyway,
Clark Kent needs to forget about Lois and go after Cat.
in the comics, she did her best, but it just didn't work out. Though according to you, it did. I read that issue and I was like, I don't know, Pete. I don't know.
Vision something was up.
That's
Well,
how it
it
works
was,
over here. She's got the right personality for Cat Grant, and Cat Grant just needs to be an attractive woman. So she can be black, she can be white. It doesn't really matter at the end of the
You
day.
can't go to that. You cannot do that. We
I
argue
already did it.
every day.
I already did it. She's not that well of an established character that it matters.
I think it was
But
human
it doesn't
resources.
matter. But anyway, this is here we go. The worst character ever created in the DC universe.
Steve Lombard, he's good. He's great.
Right around the office? Have at it. Just let me get back to work, okay?
Okay.
Oh,
Just
then
be
I don't
careful.
like the TV
You
show. I
always
don't
say
like the
clerks look
news
different, but he's got
reporter.
a wall around him.
It's like he doesn't want anyone to get too close.
Well, she's a gossip. Isn't she a gossip columnist? Wouldn't they be better off on TV than in the papers?
You all set, Miss Grant?
Thank you. See ya.
No, I'm talking about the Daily Planet as a business.
Well, even the Daily Planet is going to have a gossip page.
Yeah, that's where she should be, but not the black gossip. Come on.
Petey, you can't pigeonhole people based on the color of their skin. Black people can be gossip columnists too.
The Rona Barrett of the projects, huh?
Yes.
With Bologna, huh?
You can't all be Ileana, Pete. We got more characters. Good grief, man.
Yeah. They're going for it.
Who's that? Reed Richards?
Yeah, Commander, I'm starting to wonder if we got the wrong head show in charge. Guys, I'm happy to let Terry call the shots, but I gotta warn you, I'm considered the nice head show. Yeah, right. Terry, give Houston a call. Looks like they were right about the hydraulic struts. The launch vibration probably knocked some screws loose.
Knock some screws loose. Very technical.
Well, I'm sure you can science that up a bit, Madam Engineer.
Houston, this is Excalibur. Come in, Houston.
Come on, Space Rangers. Last look
So
back in.
right over here,
It's your night trip with your boss.
you got these cats. They're just hanging out in space, and they're probably watching. You're like, well, what's this? Why do we need to see this? All this plays in later. You know, a little comic tidbit. This was actually a take.
Hey, man, that's one time.
This is actually a pastiche of the Fantastic Four.
Yes, sir. You can always.
You know,
count.
these guys got bombarded, not necessarily with cosmic rays, but those type of things did happen. But it may seem like arbitrary, but when it all pulls together, it's like, yeah, okay, all of this stuff makes sense. But again, look at the heavy lifting, man. Character after character. And then we got that ominous rock, that ominous asteroid that's just moving through space. And I know some of you are like, well, when are things going to pick up? This is the death of Superman. This seems like a whole bunch of living for me.
I hated to interrupt your plans. How was your night in the town, Mr. Luthor?
Oh, what a throwback to the comics.
Phenomenal, Gregory.
They saved
Again,
Luther's
every
brain.
performance by the Bolshoi is a little better when
And his hair.
Do you have something for me? Right. Sometimes I forget which one of us the government is placed under house arrest.
Wait,
I don't.
Hank, I need you back online. Important.
Henshaw here. What's up?
Hank Henshaw.
We've got unidentified debris heading our way.
Seems
Everyone back
similar
the ship
to
now.
someone else. That was an astronaut.
Did he also have that same alliterative pattern when it came to his name?
Yes.
Always happy to welcome them.
Not like a Bruce Banner.
That's why I hold them.
Or maybe,
That
you
specimen's clearly
know,
porphyritic rock.
maybe another with the same first initials are the same.
At
Wow,
last,
that's
someone
interesting.
understands Euclid's fifth postulate.
Well,
Uh-oh, here he goes. He's going back to, we got to cut back to Luthor and science. He's doing this thing now.
I do not suffer fools, people.
I don't know about Luther and science. This is more like, what did you say? You said, what's the name was the Rona Barrett? He's doing it right here. He's just slashing and he's just slashing as he goes back. Everybody's getting a burn.
Yeah.
The funny thing is he's insulting everybody, but they're still all on payroll.
They need to get out of there. They need to, I mean,
redoubling its efforts to find the next alien Ubermensch and crush it in its infancy. Now, show me what you found. Okay. They hacked into Houston's encrypted feed from the Excalibur shuttle, and something's heading our way.
Hmm.
You've got 30 seconds. You need to fire engines now. I'd like to see what they're running away from. We have a satellite nearby.
uh-oh. We're going to connect this part to the other part. Oh, sweat. Now we get to see.
Is that asteroid unusual to you? It looks lumpy. I was going to say pregnant.
Oh. How
Pregnant with
cute.
what?
You got to explain the story. You got to get the story moving. Come on, guys. Come on.
Initiate primary thrusters now.
Can they just get out of here? Here we go.
See, we're at that great point in the story where I think we've introduced every character that we need to see, with the exception of one. And he's
Got another character come in this movie?
Huh?
I think we're good. We don't need any more characters.
Oh no, there's one more. You gotta have one more.
How does he know it?
It's okay, Terry. You can always count on Superman.
Oh my gosh, this is, come on, he can't be everywhere. Oh, his people are gone. Oh my goodness. This hurts.
Superman, I knew you'd come.
That's terrible. Hero worship. Wait a second. What is that? Did Luthor do that? Starlight.
Great. We got everybody there now. Now we're off to the races.
But who's this guy?
I have to hurry before I miss them. The meteorites impact was in the Atlantic Channel.
Oh, it's Spy.
74.595 west.
It's a la Marvel.
Your son's antitoxin will be delivered within the hour. Congratulations on his survival.
Wow. What a douche.
Time to go for a swing.
Oh, this is the worst Wonder Woman outfit ever.
Clark, flank me.
Seriously, Diana. We need to use code names in the field.
You just called me Diana.
But that's what you want to be called.
You want to be called Superman? Sounds like even your ego's super strong.
I just don't need my name in public. Besides,
I thought that was Cyborg.
Superman.
Oh, he turned.
Whoa!
Because
Wonder Woman punched the cheetah into dust.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's not your mother's Wonder Woman.
Wow.
you mean Lois.
Yeah, Lois.
Funny how you use her actual name, but don't allow her to know yours.
Wait, what?
Complicated relationship.
See, that's the problem I have. Wonder Woman's giving him the gears like, oh, you're not being forthright. But Lois Lane is over there taking free flights with Superman while she's dating Clark Kent. She doesn't know any different either.
I wasn't
Not
very
right, I tell you. Not right.
Towel?
I don't sweat.
Maybe not on the outside.
Oh, you still need the towel if you do sweat on the inside?
Guys, Lana finally made it. We're all in the meeting.
I don't think you can use a towel on the inside, P.
Hey,
You're talking to Donald Trump stuff now. We're going to pump Lane on the inside.
she sent it. She threw it at him.
9,500
Oh,
meters.
LexCorp. We needed something like that pop up. What is that?
I'm paying you for your
That's some
experience.
Kirby fish down there.
Be skittish on your own time.
We're already at 10,000 meters, Mr. Luthor.
Dive deeper.
This
Wanna find
Luthor
that
has a
meteorite.
lot of stuff. That quick he has some underwater stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
talking
Lex
about.
Luthor. He's the smartest, richest man on the planet.
And they say that bit is, even though what's the name went with being rich, Byrne also used a bit that Mark Grunwald said that everything in Metropolis should have his name on it.
It's a bit of a stretch, but but you can do that in a comic book.
You idiot. Aquaman's.
What? It's like Acme in
Hold on.
what's the name in the Warner Brothers cartoon.
Well, you lose a little bit of suspension of disbelief if his name's on the post office.
Well, they what you're going. I mean, like most of the text.
Oh yeah, okay.
They don't. I mean, they didn't go that far where you see cigarettes by LexCorp.
I suppose you want us to find out where that's coming from.
You suppose correctly.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh. The Atlanteans are out there doing their thing.
They stopped.
It's like they're waiting for it. Don't they got any scanners or something like that? Nope. I guess not.
Oh
Animation turns left.
Grab them.
man, he turned that Atlantean into juice.
Mr. Luthor, are you still there?
Get out of there. Get
No,
out of
stay. We need the footage.
there.
See, guys like this, it may sound cruel, but they deserve to die. You got to know when it's time to boogie out, man.
Because he could have still chased after them and killed them.
The moment you see this guy getting his head smashed in the juice by somebody, and the guy didn't break a sweat doing it, you're supposed to be putting on the thrusters and getting out of there.
Well, this extra, what did they say about that other like ET movie extra? Some extraterrestrials aren't friendly.
He's gone.
What extraterrestrials are friendly?
ET was.
There's only like 3 or 4 extraterrestrials that are actually friendly. Most of them either want to eat us or take over the planet.
But only one movie had that tagline. Extra.
competition.
Who? There's only what? There's Superman and E.T. Everybody else is out to get us.
John Jones is not out to get us.
The operating budget for the upcoming fiscal year.
Okay, you got 3.
Here's the funding,
Out
guys.
of the universe, you got 3.
Depending on if you have the Hawkman from outer space and Hawkwoman from outer space, got those two. Who else?
Those are they get over because they're reincarnated.
We have this covered. What else? Just the Excalibur incident. Only 3 bodies recovered. I've got my guards investigating the impact area.
No, you're not. No, you don't.
All right. Well, if that's it, we'll meet next Thursday. Same bad time, same bad channel. I won't be here.
Why?
I'm betting.
Yeah, if I can be here, you can be here. Dude, it takes you all of 3 seconds to get here.
This one's for you, Pete.
Most of it taken.
What happened to these
I
two?
have a meeting with the headmaster at Damien's boarding school.
Oh,
Batman
Rome.
as a parent teacher conference.
A Damien reference.
Are you in the PTA too? Tell me you're in the PTA.
I'm Batman. We need more chaperones for homecoming. Who has to be convinced to sign up?
You know that no one would be laughing in any case, of any of these
I'm
jokes.
just joking. I think that's great. Is he still glaring at me?
The whole idea is just for Batman to get the gears over Damien.
Can't. I've got rehearsal dinner that night.
Is he in a play? He's getting married. Somehow.
Yep, married. Always banquet hall, DJ, the whole shebang. Just immediate family, you understand. Does Iris know? She better. She picked the date. No, I mean, does she know about you?
Lord.
Are you kidding? I told her ages ago.
Geez, Soups, you can't drop a bomb like that on the honeymoon.
Sure you can. You're Superman.
About what?
Welcome.
About bringing her into your world. The dangers, the sacrifice.
Clark, that's what marriage is all about.
Oh,
Oh, see, these guys are trying to make it seem like it's easy, but that's the Flash. The Flash isn't Superman.
I know. Look for you.
Congratulations. Where are you going? Fiji? Bora Bora? SeaWorld?
is he getting married to Iris or to Green Lantern?
Don't do it, Pete.
So next thing, he's
Don't
on top of that
Yeah,
boat.
ways to
You
go.
couldn't throw off my little Clark, though. The kid was a daredevil.
What happened to the Kents?
The guy who irons his socks.
Dad, come on. TMI.
What's that mean?
Too much information.
What's wrong with the kids?
I'm sure Lois is.
They've had a makeover.
Not really.
Well, they do that every so often.
Regretfully.
One thing. It's not to talk about.
Oh, what, you like the burn Kents?
That's a parent's
Well,
job.
since they were, I mean, I like the older one. I mean, there's a point where they met. They had the older Kents in the Burn Run, so it's not that far different.
The first young lady
It's
to
a
break
little
his
bit,
heart.
but this is like for especially Ma Kent. That's more like I don't know. She's like in
Well,
She's
first
on
there
some
was
sort
one
of
lovely girl lived next door.
some sort of
She came
vegan
over
thing
once
right
in a
now.
while, not like the boss. I mean,
I don't
he
know
was
how
there
best to
every
say it.
day.
Always wondered about
The trouble is that
Then there was the girl.
eventually, the Kents have to
Lori. Lori Maris.
be dead.
I remember her. She
You
was
can only be white-haired and look your one foot in the grave if your Aunt May for a while. And even she got a makeover.
Shouldn't talk about her. I am serving
Well, I
help.
mean, she's only supposed to have the. Oh, but anyways, they have this moment where they're doing their, struggling with the parents thing,
taxi.
and
There it goes.
this thing the date didn't go that well.
You couldn't wait to get me out of there, could you?
Well, that's not true. I didn't want you to be bored by all those
Yeah,
stories.
meeting the girl.
Ooh.
Yep.
Clark, this is the first time I think I've ever learned anything about you.
That's good. That's good. He's playing the right game. Play on, player.
You know me better than anyone.
The less she knows, the better.
Nothing is more
Not just
important to me
Superman. I got other
Just had trouble
secrets.
showing me.
What secrets? Well, I have an actual fortress of solitude.
And get to the truth.
And guess what? It's just for me.
Taxi.
Out. Get to stepping.
On second thought, I think I'm gonna work.
Ooh.
Spiteful.
Uh-oh, the water is not still. Yeesh. You know they're replacing Amber Heard because she was a bad wife to what's her name?
Yeah, but I think she has something called the contract.
Yeah.
I don't think anything in the contract says she can't be a bad wife or try to set up her husband.
They gotta pay her. Well, they'll figure a way out of that. Those guys. I say keep her. You gotta forgive people from time to time.
No, she's got to. Well, no, they want to cancel her, as the culture goes, but that's going to be difficult.
I think I'm at the spot where the killer emerged. I don't see any sign of it. I need to get back to the others. I've got the coordinates. I'll let everyone know.
Okay. You're a little too nonchalant. People died. Y'all gotta have to get busy right now.
What's he supposed to do? He can't be emotional. The dude's cyborg.
I'm saying Aquaman, they need to be like, yo, he just turned into soup in the water.
You were fine, Bob.
Aquaman only cares if it's an Atlantean.
They don't seem as important as they used to.
Oh wait, it was Atlanteans.
Yes.
They served a purpose. Still do.
Hey, Aquaman should be outraged.
He should be like this.
You deserve
I'm
someone
gonna make
special.
sure this guy is in the
The
grave.
more special they are.
You know who would really be outraged to the point that we probably see Metropolis underwater?
Who?
Namor. Namor.
Oh, Nance. Yeah, he's.
We raised you so that you could be yourself.
Namor will flood a city. Namor will flood a city because you stepped on his wing. Namor.
I've never been alone. Not since the day you and Pa took me in.
Namor's like, what? Blood in the water? That's it.
Now this is kind of a throwback to the comic book because they first showed how bad he was the first 2 seconds. They had a moment to let you know he's not the Hulk. And now this one is going for the full. Let's show you how. We don't even know how bad he is at this point. We know he just killed a bunch of people. Don't do that. Don't kill the woman. Wait a second, that means Doomsday's a good guy. Or whatever this creature is. Ooh, the blood technique. You got that one. Good.
Your nonchalance at people dying is just.
Man, oh no, he's terrible. He killed the boyfriend. And now it's like he really likes killing people. He's just like, I just like school and schools.
Cat, please.
Well, without a doubt, we got a killing machine on our hands.
That's like a what's that guy? That's like a Dr. Dre song. Cat, please.
That's never true. Isn't there a Wayne or a Kardashian you could be chasing?
Good work.
You, Kent, the Kansas crew. Was he all nervous and shaky like he gets? I gotta start taking the stairs.
Mm.
Well, you know, he got here early. Clark? Yep, and he keeps finding reasons to walk by your desk. Cat, seriously, can you lay off?
Man,
Things
he's a little
didn't go
clingy
quite
right now.
as expected. Press buttons is really not helping anything. Ah!
He did it again. He uses X-ray reason to run right into her.
Coffee.
Should I leave?
No, hang out.
I was just looking for a background on a
Uh-oh,
congressman Lois
threesome.
interviewed last year. Maybe we can meet for lunch. We need to talk.
Okay, I can eat around 2 p.m.
Hold the fort. I gotta deal with these cats.
That'd be great. Whatever works for you works for me. There's a place.
Clark.
Get the address from Jimmy, and I'll meet you there.
Wow. So what do you think? It's hard to say. He's nervous, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's nervous.
You know how men are. You never know.
Be nervous too if you're competing with this dude who could fly. You hope you didn't just drop the ball first time she meets your parents. Of course you're gonna be nervous.
You don't want to be bloated when
I got the alert. What's up?
Just wanted you to know there's action in your zone.
Where?
I think we're okay for
Right
now.
there, in that big red area that looks like blood that's been smeared on the screen.
Something offshore might be related.
I've got a lunch with Lois, but I'll cancel.
Lunch? Lunch?
Wouldn't have anything to do with
Doomsday's having lunch. He's over here he's turning people into soup. You got to get off to the races over here. It's like, nah,
mind your own
I got to work out stuff over here. She may be the one. You know, how many shots of love do you get? You know, tomorrow isn't promised to anybody. You never know. You could die. Pretty sure you don't think about that if you're Superman, but yeah. Uh-oh. Special Crimes Unit. Yeah. Yeah, they're using that pattern and technique. We're going to throw a car at it. Oh, my bad. These are just the regular cops. But for some reason, they have the same technique.
It killed him. It killed him!
If anyone's watching this, stay help. This monster's killing everyone.
But he was dead. Guess not.
No!
Why are you hanging around the video? Again, cool moment. Cool moment. We're probably expecting somebody else to come out of nowhere and save the day, but we got the entire Justice League. This is the Justice League of America. These guys make the Avengers look like pipers. Okay? So if the Justice League can't help you out, you know, whatever's coming at you, you know, probably a pretty big deal. Yep. Big deal. But that was just Hawkman. Hawkman's just flying around, super strength and inframetal. Now we got Green Lantern. Okay, and this is not any Green Lantern. This is Hal Jordan, premier Green Lantern, okay, of the Green Lantern Corps, with the most powerful weapon in the universe. It's only limited to imagination.
Guess who's back?
Didn't see that coming.
Oh, come on. He can't do nothing. This is not believable. This energy is not glass. Oh, another one down.
Yep. And as I just told everybody listening with this, you know, this is Justice League. You know, this is itself. You know, these are the world's greatest superheroes. So if these guys can't get it done, you know whatever's coming at them is a pretty big deal. They're already taking out Hawkman, the Green Lantern, with the most powerful weapon in the universe, but now we got the fastest man alive. It's metal.
And this part, that never made sense to me. That you could time the fastest man alive.
You don't really have to time it, do you? You just stick your arm out according to what these people like. You just stick your arm out. You got them.
That's Stan Lee's thing, and that never worked for me. And here we go. The guy who never takes any damage.
Stan Lee's thing works because there are no speedsters in the Marvel universe. And those Silverado. It's not a real speedster.
Daphne Donovan, how's my hard-earned money being spent? Lex, why, it's all in front of you. Every penny.
Wow.
I'll stay here.
Finally someone talking back to him.
Still carrying the gun? Oh, yes. You never know when one of my babies might break out. They get confused.
Who's this guy?
Any progress?
He's
Mad
interesting.
scientist?
I expect to
Yeah,
have more
he's
clinical
interesting though.
samples soon. Very soon.
He is.
Samples.
More interesting than anyone else in the LexCorp business.
How hard is that to do?
I see. He's doing a good job.
We're tracking it down.
Criminal mustache, perfect.
What about this one? This was to be the prototype. It's still growing.
Oh, sweat.
Lex.
In the fetal position, no less. And how does the Dark Knight do these things? The speed is impeccable. That should be enough.
Did he just get knocked? He just hit him with like a bus and he's still doing stuff?
He just grazed them with a bus.
All right, we gotta call Bat Bull right now. We gotta call Bat Bull. Bat Guano.
That was the other interesting part of the comic, was that they came up with a cool design for the costume of Doomsday, but then they had another look for Doomsday under the
I'll
costume.
bet you do.
Classic Wolverine setup.
You think so? Okay.
Try the ribs. Comes with super sauce and a side of super slaw.
Super.
I was gonna ask if Doomsday looks more imposing in that green outfit or when he gets out of it.
Jimmy loves this place.
I liked it. I like the green outfit, the one in the comic books.
So,
Yeah, it works. It has that sort of that shark or snake effect where you look and there's no eyes looking back at you.
Back. Like something was wrong. You were right.
okay. Glad to know I'm not crazy. Well, this doesn't have to be a bad breakup. I'm still going to work each day. If that's a problem, it's on you to deal with.
Wait. Let me finish. There's a reason why I'm so secretive.
Uh-oh.
Nothing like William
I
Shatner.
deserve to know why.
Of all the souls I met,
And
you're the one that's most human.
I'm Superman.
that's good, Clark. You got me.
Look at me.
Laugh at me again.
Oh, my.
Oh shoot! It's Superman.
But it makes total sense. You always show
But
up
see,
at the same
I
time.
actually like what they did over there because
You were good.
Superman, Clark Kent are supposed to be two distinct personas. It's not supposed to be, oh, it's just glasses and that's pretty. No, Clark acts differently than Superman. Look, Superman, totally different guy when you're around him. The charisma, confidence, and this. And Clark, you're like, oh, Clark may look a little like Superman, but yeah, no, that's pretty much the end of it. And then you have to really look and say, oh, man, what have I been thinking?
Listen, Lois,
Well,
I'm just a guy
the
from a
classic
small town who wants to do the
was
right thing.
that it became
I'll do the
three
right thing for
personalities.
family in danger.
And then
I did this so that they
the
wouldn't have to pay
Superman,
for their
Kal-El,
choices.
and Clark Kent. Then the Post was two, where it's just Clark Kent, Superman,
I hope you
and
can.
Clark Kent.
Because
Or
there's something
if
else
you
that
want to
makes
say
you secret.
Kal-El, those two were sort of the same.
You want to get that?
Now, wait a second.
Jimmy, I'm
Shouldn't
busy.
the
Call
Justice
back.
League be calling Superman
What?
right about now? Oh, he turned it
What?
off or
Speak up,
something
I
like
can't hear you.
something like that.
No, he's always on duty. We know that. He's Superman.
Right there. Wait, why?
But the way I always look at this is that the time we see
Justice
is not
League.
the time everything's going on.
Hurry.
So at the time we're actually seeing this conversation right here with Lois Lane, Superman, and Superman's running off to go take care of business. At this point right here, the fight with Doomsday and let's say like Flash or Wonder Woman, whoever's coming down the pike, that's what's happening. And when we see him flying off, that's when somebody's just about to get killed and he needs to save the day. Because other than that, this dude is just dragging.
Oh my gosh, the helicopter's coming to get me. It doesn't work like that. Even if it wasn't a comic.
What's the problem, Pete?
Look how nice
Just enjoy the show.
Look how nice Doomsday is You know what? I'm not going to squeeze these guys' heads. I'm going to just beat them up first. This part I don't get.
Can you tell what he's thinking? No real thoughts. It's all aggression. All about the fight. Killing machine.
All about the fight.
Why can't Batman hide?
That's him doing his best hiding.
Batman said it. What are you doing, Jim? What are you doing?
Batman, heads up!
Okay.
Step on him. Somebody step on Batman, please.
Step on him. Can you just knock him out? Everybody else is going down for the
Every
count.
other human he ran into. Why is he not stomping Batman now?
Bat Guano.
Stomp him out. Beat him up. Way up.
Cyborg. We can take this creep. Come on. Let's.
His heart is almost revealed. Oh, Wonder Woman. Look who decided to join the party.
South. Heading toward Metropolis. We need you, Clark.
Oh, poor Batman. Here we go.
I call you out, monster!
In the actual comic, he literally just stepped on the Justice League. All he did was step on him, even blood went, when he's supposed to be partially win. Uh-oh, the hair's out, hair's down. Get him,
Now
girl!
the outfit looks better, huh, Pete?
Huh?
Now you like the outfit, huh? You like that, huh?
No, I
Okay.
didn't say the outfit, I said the hair. Very different.
You didn't say you didn't like it.
There we go. Done. Okay, finally over. Oh, he's still alive. He's just crazy.
You may resist the lasso, mindless creature. But my Hera, you will fall!
Ooh.
Oh no, stop it. You're not supposed to do that to a lady.
That's no
No,
lady.
it's the 90s.
Wonder Woman.
It's the 90s. You can't go. Oh, hey, wait a second. What is that? That looks like a knife. Yeah, you know what? Do you know what I want to do?
This will probably do much better than pounding it. That's right.
Get someone into the gas station. That's your right.
Theme music and everything. That's right.
Diana, I should have gotten here.
Wonder Woman, Justice League, you did your best. But we always know I don't need you guys anyway.
You wait, you're okay.
I just hang out with you guys for fun. But now it's time for the real work. It's time for the Man of Steel.
Take him down.
I mean, think about it. We got Superman. Do you really need the rest of the Justice League?
Yes, that's the whole point of it.
You're kidding me. Look at what they've done so far. Nothing.
But they're not using teamwork.
What teamwork?
That's the thing. No teamwork.
There's no time for teamwork. They're all getting knocked out.
And look, if you guys worked as a team instead of showboating.
Batman could have worked with somebody. He's the only one left.
Wait for. Uh-oh.
Whoa!
That's the scene in the comic. Sort of different though. Wait a second. And you're like, wait a second. Wait,
That didn't happen in the comic.
wait, where did that come from? Heat vision. See blood too. That's in the comic too. Them in the helicopter making no sense.
Identified by the government. And it's rumored to have left
Oh no. Don't go out there.
Look at the resilience right over there. Everybody else, teamwork you're talking about with the Justice League, no one else could even take a punch. Superman doesn't need them.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Just like my buddy Source is always there for us.
And where's everybody? And look at him. He's over here fighting Doomsday on his own. Everybody else is still sleeping it off.
And meet the challenge and keep this.
This is the problem with the death of Superman. There's no, just turns into the end, and that's what end of this a brawl, big old brawl between them. They didn't even have him step on that brawl.
Yeah, I just don't agree. I'm in the Jerry Seinfeld camp. That's Superman. I don't need to be upset.
Oh, look at that.
Please, cry me a river.
Cry me a river.
He's all the other Justice Leaguers. He's got the technology, so you don't need Cyborg. He's got the speed, you don't need the Flash. He's stronger than everybody else. He's already an alien, so you don't need Martian Manhunter or Hawkman. He can do it all on his own.
Whole life on a planet for a conquering force.
That would explain why it's come to Metropolis. It's drawn to population centers.
Who besides me would send an apex predator here to kill the strongest thing it could find?
I know who, and you'll find out if you watch Justice League Dark Apocalypse War.
Save me a lot of trouble.
That's the new movie.
That's the movie of how the Doomsday came to be?
It's the last movie of this series of this animated universe. You had the Timverse, then Bruce Timm, moved off. And who came in? I forget who took over for him.
Tucker.
Yeah, so I guess you call it the Tuckerverse, but Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, that's the last in the Tuckerverse.
Planning for a long time.
Saying Tucker is out?
Yeah, he's got to go.
You saying you don't like him, or he's actually gone?
I thought he did a pretty good job with the films that resonated overall, but they were trying to do all this new stuff, and it was New 52 influenced. So some stuff worked, and I thought other stuff fell flat. If he didn't necessarily have to continue on with the Tim storylines that were put there, but if he could have just had the characters, established characters, instead of, we're going to start over from the ground up and put Superman in a stupid looking outfit and give Wonder Woman knee highs and all that other type of nonsense.
Those are called the official outfits.
Take that! And this. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh well.
Okay, is it the power or is it the insult of that foot being hit with that looking foot? Take this. All right, Petey, name that comic.
Home versus Thing. Issue 25.
Very good. Wow, you actually named the issue too. Excellent. It didn't work for the Thing. I don't think it's going to work for Superman either.
Why don't they get off the bridge?
But it's stupid.
Get off the bridge. Get off the bridge.
Look, we got people walking around now. They're saying, "Hey, don't get into groups and make sure you wear a mask and protect yourself." And you got cats over here like, "What? No way! I'm going to the club." One guy goes to the club. They got to lock down all of South Korea.
Look at this dumb kid. My game. Dead. Oh, regretfully, we know he's not dead. Could you let one idiot go, Superman? Just let one. Just
No, Superman's not letting anybody go. You big meanie. Let alone a kid.
The kid is a dummy.
And he saved this video game. That's why he's Superman. See, this is why you don't need the other guys. Superman's not only going to save you, he's going to save your personal property. That's why he gets the head, Petey.
Get off the bridge. You threw a boat. Damn, someone put a boat on that.
Shut up.
Don't throw the boat back on the street.
Take that. Oh, this is cool, right? Ready? Yeah, snatched them up. He did the City Girls on him. Packed up, snatched up.
I don't know what he's doing. Is Doomsday flying or is he jumping? There's nowhere to jump while he's in the water. Did you hear the title of this? Kent, I'm sorry. You read the title, you know what's going to happen. Here they go. I think, yeah, this is that bit's in the comic book too. This will teach you guys to stop trying to fly around any action.
I've got you.
You've got me. But who's got you?
I need to call in the cavalry.
I am the cavalry.
Damn straight. See, so what he said? I'm the cavalry, not we.
That's very.
I'm the cavalry.
Looking at him, he's like, what is going on? Like, just start destroying what you have there. I know where Superman is at. Here we got a little bit of Man of Steel action going on. Yep, they took almost the same thing. Yep, there's some more stuff.
He was doing okay.
So I'm not with grabbing on his feet. Oh, headbutting. This is working with Vander Holyfield. Just without the steroids. Wait a second, Doomsday does have steroids. The other problem is that all through this fight, Doomsday isn't taking on any pain. All we see him do is just kick the teeth out of everybody.
Come on, Jimmy.
Just, no, don't come on, Jimmy. No. Get out of there, you dummies. What the hell is wrong with this? Oh, shit. Look at that. Luthor to save the day. Luthor, Man of Steel. Is he hitting him with kryptonite?
Yep.
Don't stop.
That suit was specifically made to take out who? Superman.
Oh no, the Hall of Justice. That's in Metropolis?
I don't know where you come.
That's the Hall of Justice?
It looks like it. This is a thing in the movie.
Wrong city. And the wrong
Stop talking, you dummy.
Metropolis is and always has been under the protection of Lex Luthor, son of a bitch.
Wow, you got the curse. Kryptonite. Wait. Oh, what a dummy. Did he just go through the whole armor?
See, that's just a big cheat.
Kryptonite.
What does Doomsday need heat vision for? That's just a big cheat.
Kryptonite.
Yeah. See, I didn't like. Well, he comes over, he's all brass, and then he turns into a little. He turns into a little wimp.
I'm supposed to win.
But guess who's not a wimp? Superman.
Oh my goodness.
Even though his outfit looks like a teenage girl from the '90s. At the See that? Still about the fight. Hey, you know this guy's putting him through the paces, and he's still about the fight.
He's a little winded, but he's not hurt that much.
Yeah, just a little.
Superman is a mess. He's been on the ground a couple times. Oh no,
That's it.
What's he? Is he flying?
He's running really fast. Whoa.
Look at these fellas. Yeah, they're good.
See that? He took that head on. He's still coming.
Turned into Rocky too. Ooh.
Oh.
That had to hurt. Oh, come on. Get out of there. All right. I don't care how heroic you are. People out there, do not do this. If Superman can't save the day, it won't help you giving your life up for it. Oh no! See, you can't. Not supposed to. You don't do that with the kids. Wait a second. What was that? Oh, come on. Maybe Doomsday needs a rest. Nope, he doesn't need a rest. Look at him. He gave him something to fight for.
It doesn't look good.
I'm just going to cut this one with some bone claws. Interesting.
And then it goes right back to what we heard at the beginning of the movie. I don't like bullies. There's no way she can fight against him. This is my city, and I'm going to do what's necessary to protect it. And my woman.
And a steel moment.
That's right. Remember what he said, Petey? I am the cavalry.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. He hit him so hard he could taste his own neck.
Well, it's over. Superman saved the day. Everything is great.
Sit down. Oh, I thought you were going to say the other one.
What?
Why didn't you just do that in the first place?
Now, this is the point that in the comic book, did that happen also? They just didn't have it on panel? Or Superman had no more strength left?
Yes.
Didn't you see his head turn? You spun his wig. You put his wig backwards. Come on. Like, she got to be a little sarcastic. Like, come on, you saw what happened. You did it. That was you. Is he?
Terrible, man. You're terrible.
A little Trinity moment.
Okay, so we're keeping it light over here. But I've had discussions with Petey about this about Death of Superman before, and these are the moments in the story, okay, that made it work. In the comic, that fight between Superman and Doomsday, okay, we both agree But like, why the hell, you know, there was all the stuff you could have done, and for some reason you just decided to fight toe to toe and just, you know, take haymakers on the chin. But again, it was the resonance of him dying, what he means to Lois Lane, what he means to Metropolis, and then metatextually, what he meant to readers as well. Not just the ones who were looking to make money, thinking that he was never going to come back. You had to be less than stupid to think that Superman was never going to come back.
Well, because they didn't make the same amount of money they made off of Death of Superman. They're like, we gotta close stores. It's like, well, basically you can expect it all to change, but you know, there was shifts happening and signs, so you have to make sure that I don't know, it's hard. Sometimes you get, you know, the dazzler moments happen in comic books. You gotta remember it. Oh, Bilbo. Well,
it also resonated. Why? Because nobody, Superman. Okay, this guy beats everything. You throw him into a black hole, he finds his way out. You hit him with the supernova, he just gets stronger. You put kryptonite in his bloodstream, Superman finds a way to overcome it. So Superman dying is just what?
As a hero to Metropolis. More importantly, he's a friend. Really sorry, sir. I need you to step back a bit. She gonna be okay?
Yes, officer. It's just a big loss for everyone.
Yeah. Superman was kind of like family, wasn't he? Of course, he didn't act alone. The Justice League also put their lives on the line.
That's right. The Justice losers.
Incomprehensible.
You all let them down. Every single one of you.
Sure, they feel the loss of their leader and comrade most of all.
What do I always hear? Oh, Wonder Woman, he's just a little bit less strong than Superman. Sure didn't look like it. Aquaman, what were you doing?
They were not in the fight in the comic book.
Batman's not even there.
Oh, look, Ace the Wonder Hound.
Ace the Wonder Hound probably would have had a better time.
Action from Lex Luthor. Who allowed
Lex Luthor did a better showing.
to save us all. Ladies and gentlemen,
Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor.
Ladies and gentlemen,
he's shamming.
Thank you, Mayor Booker. It's no secret Superman and I had our differences.
you don't say.
This wasn't always the case. You would be surprised all the times he came to visit.
Come on, we saw the fight. Superman caught him. Where's it? What's with the neck brace and the arm?
Jazz on my balcony.
Ooh, if looks could kill.
We used to make out on my balcony. No, I didn't mean that.
Petey, that's the second time, man. Okay? We don't want people coming here for the wrong reasons.
For Superman, always in our hearts.
Oh, now the flame doesn't go out. Thanks. Thanks for reminding me.
Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Why would you let Superman die when a washed-up old roughneck like me goes on living?
Wait a second.
I feel Bibbo, because that's how I feel about the Justice League. They should all be there with you, crying on the pier.
Gosh.
Like, why did you let Superman die when all us washed-up superheroes should be the ones dead? How is it that Batman is alive and Superman is dead?
Here we go. Star Labs.
don't understand your hesitation, Dr. Clyburn. If Star Labs' research on the alien corpse is complete, Project Cadmus is perfectly suited to house it until it's ready for disposal.
It's fine here. LexCorp just needs to get the payload rocket ready so the government can get this creature off planet before it lands in the wrong hands.
You got that right.
Tolerated, yes? You and your star bureaucrats can't keep trying me for crimes I've been cleared of.
You may have been cleared, Luthor, but no one thinks you're innocent.
Ooh.
As far as I'm concerned, Cadmus is a genetic pirate ship posing as a research.
Wait a second, Cadmus was not. How can they do that to Cadmus?
I guess the ship said it's time to go.
Where's it going?
Up, and away.
So that, or did it have Superman in it?
Huh? What?
Did it have Superman in it, or it just left?
No, just the ship. That was the ship that brought him to Earth.
No one's touched a thing. I know. I just wanted to check in on him.
You know, there's still a lot of people missing after the.
That is the best part. That he's one of the missing.
Well, they can't say that he's dead.
That's the good part. That's looking good.
If they say he's dead, then people are like, wait, Superman's dead, and
Good, you're still here. Yeah.
they didn't just look alike. They were the same guy.
I'm in no mood to chase a story right now.
You will be. Trust me. You drive.
Is it true?
There was Cat Grant, wasn't that? Look, Cat Grant, Perry White, and Lois.
Superman?
Who was that mask? Oh no, and that silhouette.
All right, boys and girls, that was part one. I know that kept you on the edge of your seat.
Tucker.
We're gonna see you guys back here
That's
for
a
part
brother
two.
right there. James Tucker, that's a brother. That's from White Man Can't Jump when they were watching the basketball game.
What's going on, man? You got these sideways jokes? Oh, racial content? What's going on? Quarantine is making you edgier, more crotchety, man.
He was so stoned. Oh, look. Oh, sweat. What was that?
It was a
Oh, sweat. There we go. Dusty Abel. He does some great posters, and he did a couple of miniseries for DC. He was a part of the characters design on the Superman animated 75th or was it? Was the 80th anniversary?
Okay, never heard of him.
That animation? Uh-oh.
If I had a hammer.
We...
For those of you guys, even though this is called The Death of Superman, it's not over.
It's not?
No.
It should be over. When it's fun to say. I don't know
if you heard about that back in the 90s when the guys were buying the Death of Superman book and they had all these people in line. A lot of people thought he was dead for good.
Well, as far as the money value, they're like, yes, this is gonna be my retirement fund. Superman's dead. That's what you guys did.
Yeah. What can I say? Comic collecting, a lot of guys just don't understand it.
What is going on there? Uh-oh.
Wow, it looks like some sort of fortress.
Somewhere he could be alone by himself.
And have solitude?
Maybe so.
Maybe. No, but for the record, if they print 5 million copies of the book, yours is not going to be worth that much.
But then they'll have the gold edition like they did for the X-Men. And
Oh, good grief!
That'll be the.
Yeah, they only printed what, 2 million copies of the gold edition. So yeah, now you got a $10 book. I wish I could have got it on camera. The look on your face when I told you, hey, you know the reprint of X-Men #1 is worth more than the actual.
Well, it goes back to going to the comic. Uh-oh. It's back. Wait a second. The blood is supposed to come on before the. Well, we survived the death of Superman.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Superman did it. And if the Justice League was actually carrying their weight for once, we would have not had this story.
You're a little too rough on the Justice League because the way they were written, they didn't work as a team. So ultimately, and when you were doing it was Blue Beetle and Booster Gold and Bloodwind and Fire and Ice and all those.
Even when they got a chance to go up against the heavy-hitting Justice League, they still folded at the end of the day when they were using teamwork. Hey, I know I'm giving them the gears at the end of the day, but come on.
Any sense.
You got Superman. Who else do you really need? You got your team.
That doesn't make any sense.
You just don't like it.
Use the team. Jordan doesn't win the game by himself.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He's up 50 points, and then someone else has to score.
He's getting double and you know what? I'm not going to be lured into some discussion about Jordan because I'm going to start using foul language. I still haven't forgiven him for what happened with my Knicks, and I never will. Anyway.
Right, okay, everyone?
We'll see you guys back here for part 2. We wanted to do the whole thing, but unfortunately, I'm quarantined. So I'll see you cats later.
Later. Spinner rack.
Oh.